Hey guys, how are you? It's Arthi. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about this Covergirl eyeshadow kit or little mini set, which is actually not a new product. It's been on the market for quite some time. I saw a bunch of other YouTubers do videos on this, and I think they have actually upgraded the product line a little bit over the last few years, and I'm only just discovering this now. Let me just start with some basics and then we will just go on from there. Now, I bought this at my local Target not drugstore, but local Target store where I do all of my makeup shopping. And I checked the Covergirl website. They have a total of 8 eyeshadow kits. At Target, they only had 4. And because of that, I was very limited as to what I could choose from, and I ended up getting this. This is number 265, and this is in the Sheerly Nude collection, or set, I guess they call it. Just tell you exactly what I'm talking about so you understand. Okay, so like I said, they have 8 altogether on the Covergirl website, and they have it divided into a matte color range. They have pearl and sparkle. And these eyeshadows are cruelty-free, and you have actually a good range of colors to pick from depending on what you want for your daytime look. And that's one thing I have to give Covergirl a big thumbs up for, because these eyeshadow kits are very simple. They're great for every day, and as you can see, the size is small, so you can take it with you anywhere. Now, I'm going to tell you about the price. It was $4.49. And then in euros, it is 3.98, which I think is pretty reasonable, because whenever I go shopping for makeup, I always want to make sure that it's affordable for everybody to buy, because it can get very expensive. I'm going to open it up and you can take a look as far as how it looks in here, or how it appears. All right, see how the colors are. This is more just for like a very simple, I would say minimal makeup look, or no makeup look. This would work just fine. And it comes with an applicator. Okay, this is what, yeah, I hope you can see it. I've used it a few times already, so you can see some of the dust on it. Now, of course, you can use your own applicator if you prefer to do it that way. And what Covergirl tells you is that you can either use the colors individually, or you can just blend them all together to create your own look, just depending on what you're going for. I want to first talk about the consistency of this eyeshadow kit specifically, since I have not had a chance to try the pearl or the sparkle ones yet. Since this is the matte one, this is probably, I'm assuming, the lightest one that they have in the collection. This one is kind of like, or it definitely has a very light powder type of consistency, almost like a baby powder. And when you use it for the first time, it kind of feels a little weird. At least it did to me, because in the past I've never used a shadow that's this lightweight. And because of the fact that it has that type of consistency, I found out right away that it has a lot of fallout, and it goes on easily. There's no trouble as far as that is concerned. But the first few days that I was wearing it, it was actually coming underneath my eye area, and it was just settling all around here, and it was making my skin very itchy and uncomfortable, and I had to remove some. Because of that, I realized that you really need to use a primer with this eyeshadow specifically, because if you don't use a primer, it will just be a disaster. The primer that I use specifically, this is from Wet n Wild. I'll put this in the link box down below. You can go and check it out if you're interested. And with the primer, it does a much better job, because the primer just grabs the product and just helps to keep it in place, and it gives a color a little bit of pop, even though it's a pretty sheer shade. Next thing is, as far as like the staying power, it has a long-lasting eyeshadow, as it says on the Covergirl website, and it definitely does hold true as far as that goes. It stays on from morning all the way until night. Even without the primer, when I was using it for the first time around, I was surprised because it did not come off at all, because I had put it on very early in the morning, and then when I checked in the late evening, the color was still there. It was in place, and it's very hot here right now, and I thought for sure I'm just gonna probably sweat it all off, but none of it came off. And with the primer, it's going to do an even better job. The color will just be more obvious and it will just stay in place even better. The next thing is that I am not really sure if this product is hypoallergenic. It does cause a little bit of itchiness, I think, but I don't know if that's just something specific to me because I do kind of have sensitive skin. Proceed with caution if you are one of those people with sensitive skin types. I don't know, but maybe it might just be the consistency again, like I had mentioned earlier, that might have something to do with it. So as far as like taking this with you on the go, it does very well. I would say it's a good eyeshadow for all types of weather conditions because, as I had just said a couple of minutes ago, it is very hot here. And there were a few days where I had forgotten this and I left it in my car on a very hot day, and it stood up very well to the heat and it did not melt or anything. And even when I used the eyeshadow the next day, it still functioned very well and it looked very good. It really is a very simple, straightforward eyeshadow kit. You know, you should definitely go out and give it a try. I'll see you guys next time, and please leave me your comments and let me know what you think. And yeah, that's all. So take care, and I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.